Yo, how's it going, guys? It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I last streamed, I think. Today was just straight up a bearish day. The daily bias was also pointing bearish. You can just trade literally with the indicator if you want to. But if you just follow the trend, man, it's all you gotta do to win. Entries, your entry model matters, but it actually matters less than most people think. Trend matters a lot less than what most people think. For some reason, my mic every time is so loud. It's weird. I just fixed it. Guess it should sound good now. How did everyone else do today? Hopefully you guys ended green. And like I said today, you just follow the trend. Or even basically every day, all you do is follow the trend. Wasn't really taking too many longs today. You could have taken them, but I was looking for the 1 hour here to take longs. Missed this long here. We all know we made it all-time highs. Now once we see these lows, we are bullish from here on out. So we'd be bearish until then, and then once we take out the lows, we're bullish. And if you guys trade stocks, you know today there was Figma. Figma had an IPO today. And if you want to join up. If you're not in the Discord already, you should join up the free Discord. I don't like the stream view. We'll get a poll today, see how you guys trade today. Usually for most streams, I've seen most of the polls are pretty good. Like most times, the majority of you guys are green. Majority isn't anything above 50%, so it's pretty solid. We had someone today make 10 RR, which is pretty good. Their first 10 R day in the group. And then I saw someone else ended out green, or two other people as well ended green. And then we had one person and red. And then everyone else did not tell me their status yet, so no clue. John Ken, thank you for subscribing. I'll be right back. How many of you guys here trade prop firms? Out of curiosity, how many people here trade prop firms versus other people that trade just a personal account? I don't think I've met, from all the people I've talked to, I don't think I've met a single person that trades a personal account. From you guys, at least. I know people that trade personal accounts, but not from you guys, at least. So it seems like most people are in the prop firm space, which is cool, but I personally think some people argue saying that prop firms are easier to trade, or sorry, harder to trade than personal account. I completely disagree. People are saying they're built for you to fail. That's just not true. Usually on prop firms, the target you need to go for is just 101. From max drawdown to profit. That's literally the same thing equivalent to like losing your entire personal account 100% or making double in your personal account. Like, it's extremely difficult to lose your entire personal account. If your risk management is proper, there's almost no way you can lose your entire account. But yeah, like if you think about it this way, prop firms are not built for you to fail. They probably have easier rules than a personal account because now, okay, the only thing is you have, if you lose an entire prop firm account, it's just like 10 losses in a row usually. Now, personal, if you're risking 1% per trade, sure, it's 100, but nonetheless, the ratio is the same. So if you think about it later, if you ever want to get a personal account, guys, you're going to have to grow that personal account anyway or compound, right? And in order to do so, do you really think you're going to accept a one-to-one drawdown to max profit P&L on your personal account? Definitely not. That's just awful. So I personally think, prop firms, this should not be difficult at all. Most people should be passing, most of you guys should be passing prop firms with ease. The challenge is not the hard part of prop firms, in my opinion. I think a lot of people probably fail on the part where you're trading and you're funded. Most people fail that phase before they get payouts. A lot of people also treat it like gambling too, which there is a strategy for prop firms to gamble. But if you truly want to make your full-time income, it's not worth the gamble because you're going to lose all that money that you make from prop firms anyway once you put it back into your personal account. Unless you're just trying to live off prop firms. But trust me, unless you're like Jade Cap or something, or some influencer, you're not living off. Most people are not living off prop firm payouts. It's only a few percent, and a very small percent of people that are. And I'm not saying that because you can't be profitable in prop firms. The reason I say that is because you'll get banned. But you don't hear all the people or any of the people that got banned from prop firms talking about it. Number one, the normal people. So like you guys, aka they don't really have a platform to voice their opinion on, so their opinion is not heard. So if your voice is not heard as a normal trader, no one's gonna know that prop firms are banning a lot of people for being too profitable. All you hear about online is payouts, 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 payouts. Because those posts all come from the prop firms, obviously themselves, or influencers that get accepted, they get payouts approved. I'm sure, like, if I had a 100,000 subscriber YouTube channel, I probably wouldn't have gotten banned. And I don't even know if they knew about my channel too. I'm not sure. I don't think so also. So I was just trading as if I was like a normal person at the prop firms because I don't have a direct affiliation with them. Because most people, I'm pretty sure almost everyone can have affiliate links, even normal people, without some social media or anything. But in terms of trading, I was just treated like a normal person. So I'm telling you, if you're a normal person, someone trading, you don't have any social media or any influence, you cannot live off just prop firms unless some prop firm really approves of like a 7-figure payout, but I highly doubt it. I got banned way before 6, so I don't think, and it was at like one of the biggest prop firms too. So don't just think because the prop firm is big that they're going to pay you out. They'll pay you out and then ban you. We have one person green today and 2 people red today in the YouTube chat. For whoever's, if you're red today, you gotta lock in, man. This is considered good price action. Bad price action will be back in May. But this is considered good price action. So if you can't be green consistently, not saying you're gonna be green every day, but more often than not, in good price action like this, you're gonna struggle a lot when we have bad price action where we consolidate a lot, like May. Don't think I've seen any examples here. July's been pretty damn good. So better make sure you keep working on that strategy, man. I'm telling you, strategy matters more than anything in trading. You think institutions are? So here's the thing: hedge funds, they don't just have traders automating strategies. A lot of people think that when they hear about institutional hedge funds that it's all algorithmic now. Most of it is. I think most of you guys are probably thinking about quant firms. Quant firms are fully algorithmic. But hedge funds and institutions, they also have people manually trading. Whether that's fundamentals or technicals, I don't really care. But It's people mainly like me and you hitting the buttons. You think they're training their traders' psychology? You think they're hiring these people based on their psychology? Like, let's be honest here, man. A lot of you guys have bad psychology because you don't know how to trade. You're taking bad trades. I want to make a poll to see what you guys want to see on the channel here. We'll use the same Google Doc I sent you guys before. If you guys could just fill this out, let me know. Trying to get some feedback on my long form content, what type of content you guys are looking for. I already done a lot of, there's a ton of trade recaps on my channel. There's a ton of trade recaps, there's tons of tutorials. I literally posted also the entire free trading's beginners course I made as well. Back in, I believe it was 2023-ish. So I already reposted all of that stuff. So I'm just thinking what direction I kind of want to go with the channel right now at this point. I'm changing a thumbnail real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let's see. Trade recap. Paris said you mentioned you was banned from you were banned from being paid out by prop firm. What was the reason you were banned again? No reason. Explained this previously, but they didn't tell me, oh, you were banned or anything. My accounts were closed and then I couldn't buy any more accounts. Any type of payment method, credit card, crypto, Google Pay, like every single payment method I tried, but they denied every single one. Like as soon as I hit the button to hit the selection to pay, before I even put in my details, my payment, it immediately blocks me. So at that point, I just knew, I even followed up through email. I was like, yo, can you please check in with your internal team on this because this is not right. I didn't do anything wrong. And they said, no, everything looks good inside of our system. So I tried multiple different browsers. I tried different devices. I even tried going to a different location for some reason, if that was the reason, but nothing happened. They never fixed it. After I spammed them with emails. I sent 5 other emails after and they stopped responding. They always come up with the excuse just saying, everything looks fine on our end. I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, firms, Some firms probably tell you why you're banned, but a lot of them just come with BS reasons, or they just don't tell you at all. Or they just lie in your face and just say, "Oh, it looks fine." Yeah, there's another guy in the chat here too that was banned from Apex for only 10K payouts, which is crazy because 10K is like nothing. Unless you live in a third world country, then yeah, but I don't, and so 10K is like literally nothing. You can't even live like a few months with 10K to cover anything really. So just keep in mind, you guys cannot just rely on prop firms to trade, man, for a living. You just can't. You're going to stab yourself in the foot, because once you quit your job, if you do ever plan on quitting your job, going full time, what are you going to do to pay your bills or pay your living costs if you're not having income coming in? When you're banned from firms, right? There's really not much. If you trade, you trade. So it's either you get payouts from prop firms or you have a personal account, which is why I tell you guys you should save your payouts. Don't just get your payouts and go spend it. Right? When I got my payouts, I didn't go spend them. I saved up. Too many of you guys are relying on these prop firms too much. You don't realize these prop firms are casinos. They follow the same policy as casinos. You know, if you're too profitable, you're banned. It's the same thing as people that go to casinos, they count cards and they get banned. But yeah, that's why I use my own funds to trade. I have a personal account with Tradeovate. Just pick whichever broker that is regulated in your country and go with that one. I can't recommend anything specific. I'm not a financial advisor. So do your own research on that, but that's not the main point. Any regulated broker in your country is okay. You shouldn't worry too much about the commissions and fees. If you're profitable, you're going to be profitable. Unless you're trading with 8-figure position sizes, you're not going to have a problem. Let's see if you have any responses from the Google form for video suggestions. Because the thing is, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I've been kind of demotivated to post on YouTube now. Pretty demotivated. There's just, I don't know, I've already done a ton of trade recaps, ton of tutorials, tons of beginners and both beginner and advanced tutorials on trading. Did a lot of videos on some psychology stuff. I don't really like posting too much psychology stuff on my channel because it's not going to help make you profitable. People think people fail because of psychology, but they don't realize you're actually failing because your strategy doesn't work, so your psychology sucks. And then it's like you're getting both ends of the stick. You gotta be good in both. You can't just be good in strategy or just good in psychology. But I do believe developing the edge is the hard part in trading. Once you accept the fact that edge is very important in trading and more important than psychology, your psychology naturally fixes itself because you stop taking random trades. I've done data collection already on random trades I've taken, and I've realized it was a 19% win rate from my trading journal. So anytime I try to take a random trade, I know it's a 19% win rate. Am I gonna take the trades or no? Definitely not. I'm just losing money. There's a reason why there's not many edges that occur in the market. It's because the market tries to be as efficient as possible, so there's not a ton of inefficiencies within the market. There's ways you can take advantage of retail inefficiencies, and there's many other things, but for the most part, there's a reason why people that take random trades with no back-tested data or a robust strategy, not just any strategy, you lose all the time. like over a long run, because there's no edge in taking random trades. If even if you have screen time, it's just gambling. Screen time is pretty overrated. I'm gonna be honest. Just people unprofitable for 5 years. I think it's pretty disrespectful to tell people that are unprofitable for 5 years, saying that you didn't put enough work. It's not that didn't put enough work. They didn't put enough work in the right place. They didn't put enough smart work in. It's not about hard work in trading. As much as I used to believe that too, once I locked in for literally 3 months, I became profitable. It took me a little bit over a year to become profitable, but the first like 8-9 months, it was just downhill. I kept losing money. I blew my personal account with personal money like twice. And then that's when I realized I need to lock in, because I cannot continue down this route. If I do, it's pretty much over. So not over, but you guys get the point. You don't want to hit, there's no need to hit rock bottom, guys. There's no need. Opinion on MFF? I don't have opinion on them, man. I cannot. I'm not one of those trading gurus that promote whatever prop firm. I'm only going to promote prop firms I've gotten paid out from. Whether I'm banned from them now or not, that's a different story. If you can get some payouts from them, they're legit. Like if you get a ton of payouts and then you get banned later, I'm not going to say I'm not going to vouch for them anymore just because they banned me. I already made my net profit from them. And so can you guys, right? I don't think I know a single trader. Correct me if I'm wrong. Has anyone here traded prop firms for 3 to 4 to 5 years plus, consistently gotten payouts, and have not been banned or put on probation? Hold on, I'm gonna get my. I gotta get my setup ready here. Give me one second, y'all. And if you have any videos, ideas for my long-term form content on my channel, let me know, because there's not like I'm kind of sick and tired of doing trade recaps. I'm gonna keep it a buck for y'all. I still post them for the course members, obviously, because that's, you're paying me, right? Even though you're basically paying me for the course, but I add the course recaps for the course members as a bonus, and also the training journal too. But for YouTube, since no one's paying me, it's free. I can do whatever I want, but I do feel I get kind of bored at this point doing trade recaps, because I'm literally trading the same strategy every single day that I'm teaching y'all. Like, there's nothing new per se at this point in my journey, because I've already gone through every single thing I could possibly optimize. Until I focused and locked in on my edge, that's when I became profitable. Do you have any videos where you give a free trading strategy? The trading strategy that I give for free is on my YouTube. It's you're gonna have to look up strategy. I can't recall which video, but the entire free beginner's training course has a strategy in there. So if you wanna check that out, just click on this link here. I'm gonna send it to you guys in the chat right now. Just click on that WAP link. It's literally called free trading course in Discord. Just sign up there and then you'll get access to an entire free trading course. It's for beginners. There's a strategy included in that course. But the reason why I don't trade that strategy anymore is because I found something that works much better. When you find something that works much better, there's no point in kind of trading the old strategy. Is there ways so I can like highlight y'all's comments on like my YouTube stream screen? If you know what I mean? I know like the chat's in the corner, but is there a way that I can highlight them? I think I saw some other YouTuber do that. Again, if you guys want to join the free Discord, I'll pin it as well. Or actually, we have 8 votes. We have a good amount of people green today. That's good to see because, again, good price action. You shouldn't be any red. Unless your strategy sucks, then, or you don't have a strategy. I feel like half the traders, part of the 90% are failing. Dude, you guys are gambling. I wish they were able to poll the people that actually had a strategy. The success rate of trading retail traders would be much higher, but since most of you guys love gambling, I can't do much about that. And I'm telling you, gambling and trade is the same as going to casino. Thinking you can outsmart the market by just guessing. Price goes up, you buy, you're gonna lose. Price goes down, you sell, you're gonna lose. Reacting to the market is not how you develop an edge. If that was true, there should be so many profit traders. Those are true. If all you had to do was react to the market, if price goes up, you buy. If price goes down, you sell. There'd be so many more profitable traders, but there's not. People would lack common sense in this industry, man. I'm gonna make a video at some point, a long form video discussing about trading, but like, I don't know. A lot of lost brain cells going on in this industry. It sucks. I can't save everybody. Is day trading your primary source of income? Yup. I'll have to move my webcam. Hold on. Yeah, my webcam is cooked right now. Give me a second to move it up. This would make your first year trading. 58% of you guys from last stream told me it was your first year trading. And then the rest of you guys are like pretty deep in. 3 to 5 years, man. Maybe if... There we go. All right, we got it. We got it. Have you had a job prior before trading, and is trading your only source of income? It's not my only source of income. Oh, it's not my only source of income because I have other investments that I have money in. So no, but it's my main like active source of income because the other investments are basically passive. Again, you should have other sources of income even when you guys go full time. It does not have to be active. Passive income still counts as income. You're gonna have a lot of free time too when you go full time, so you also can do other stuff. People think when you go full time you just have to trade. You can, but you can also do other stuff on the side when you have free time. And to be honest, you can start up a YouTube channel. Do some, I don't know, do something, right? It's boring. That's why I started my YouTube channel. Started my YouTube channel because I got bored. I had too much free time on my hands and I didn't know what to do with it. So I posted a first video. First video was some trash, I'm not gonna lie. The mic sounded awful and everything. I didn't have really the proper equipment. But later on, channel has been growing pretty well now. I'm telling you, man, just have something else to do on the side. If you just want to enjoy your time, if your free time, feel free to. But trust me, without a job or like any other source of income, you're gonna be bored. Or it doesn't have to be a source of income. Any other thing you're pursuing, it's gonna be boring. There's only so much you can learn. 80% y'all are green. Let's go, man. 8 out of 10. Mostly a lot of people are getting green today. Let's see. In terms of course members today, we got course members and so private mentorship students. All of them in a green. We have one course member in red and then 2 green. So not too bad today. Yo, bro, what's up? Hey, like, what's up, man? Never heard your name before. How's it going? How is it going? I have a friend who's been training for 5. Okay, dude. Tell your friend. You guys can even split the cost if you want. Tell your friend to message me. Or, yeah, talk to me. He definitely needs some help. 5 years is not, you don't need 5 years to become profitable. If I didn't do what I did, I would probably still be unprofitable right now, which is like 4 years already. So tell him to reach out to me or if you guys want to split the cost of the membership, you guys can too. If you guys don't know, I also sell my strategy and my edge. It's on my website if you guys are interested. I don't offer too much stuff in terms of services to you guys. It's just you either want to use the indicators I have on my screen right here, as you can see. That's an elite indicator package. I have a sale right now for that, one time, $4.99. There's only one spot left for that sale if everyone's interested in like lifetime access. I extended it because there was someone that DM'd me saying they were like waiting to save up or something. So I was just like, okay, I'll just leave the last one, and whoever basically takes the last spot, you get the last spot. So there's those indicators, and then there's also the course. Majority of people, I'd say, get the course. It's like the most affordable option. You get the most value out of it in terms of the pricing, value to price ratio. So you get course, you get literally access to 57 hours plus of content, exclusive trading content related to my strategy. You can learn everything from A to Z. It's called a 100 Resort Advanced course, but you don't have to be advanced in trading because a lot of new people that come in also take it and you learn just fine because I go through everything from the beginning. So not too much you have to really worry about, because to be honest, majority like the basic stuff you can just learn on YouTube for free. So the point of the advanced course is to teach you my strategy, not the basic stuff like how to place an order, how to execute a trade. All that stuff I don't teach because you can learn that completely for free. You should never have to pay to learn how to place an order, place your stop loss. These are very straightforward basic stuff. Doesn't take much, takes like a few minutes to learn. That's it. Learn to practice, and that's it. And then I have the one-on-one mentorship. That's the high value program. Basically, if you want one-on-one help, it includes basically the lifetime access to the indicators. You get access to the course. Obviously, you get access to all the Discord private channels. You get access to the private training journal, and the most important thing is you get one-on-one lessons weekly. And again, I'll teach you. We'll keep on, again, for the private 101, man. It's a guarantee. I'm going to keep working with you until you reach consistent profitability. So until you get like 3 months of consistent back-to-back payouts. If you don't like prop firms, you trade personal, growing your personal account and compounding it counts too. Until you get to that stage, I continue working with you one-on-one, right? You're not going to get thrown under the bus or anything like that. There's a reason why I charge the price I charge for the one-on-one. But most people, they do go for the course because they find it to be basically the best value for their money. Because it's a tenth of the price. It's my first time in the channel. What's up? Welcome, man. If you're new, you like what I preach, or not preach is probably a bad word. What you like to see on the channel. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can get notifications next time I do streams, and also just videos in general. But to all you guys listening, you don't need 5 years. You don't need 3 years to become profitable. You don't need 2 years. Some of you guys, if you're already 2 to 3 years in, yeah, you're going to need more time. But it's a huge change you have to make to how you view trading profitability in a short period of time. That's what I did. I was unprofitable for like 9 months. And the last 3 months-ish, why are you trading right now? The session's over. I'm not trading anymore. I've been done trading. I'm just streaming right now, just talking to you guys. But we'll have 8 session open, Killzone at 8 today. If you guys want to join the free Discord and check out how the members trade as well, feel free to. We have a good amount of people in the Discord right now. About to hit 1,000 members soon. I'm doing a 1.5K value giveaway at 1,000 members. So one lucky member is going to get 1.5K of value. Details for the giveaway is going to be announced later. But if you want to learn a strategy, it's only in the course and mentorship. Can't give it to everyone for free. Yeah, this is basically like most of these, half my streams I do on YouTube, they're like Q&A sessions like this. The other half are me live trading in front of you guys. It's just proof of concept. Feel free to watch all the past live streams. You know, I don't take them down unless they're copyrighted by music. Those get auto banned by YouTube. But aside from those, all their past streams are all up. You guys can literally go back and watch me take live trades. And the record on stream right now, I believe, is 68% win rate currently. And ours is about a 2 to 3. If you know it, can you explain SMT divergence? SMT divergence, I don't use it too often, to be honest. If we're bullish and we have a bearish SMT, it doesn't really matter to me. But all it means is two positively correlated assets. If one makes a higher high, one makes a higher low, that's divergence. So if they're making different structure at the same time, that's just SMT divergence. That's it. And then if it's a bullish SMT, you're long bias. If it's bearish, you're short bias. But there's no reason to be short bias unless we take out a high when we're bullish. Like since we took out this previous all-time high on the left here, that's why you can be bearish now. Remember, we're trading on the 1 minute. I'm not trading on the 4 hour. So there's going to be 1 minute structure being bullish and bearish. And if you're trying to trade bullish with the high time frame and timing it wrong on the lower time frame, you're going to get completely cooked. So again, someone else said something else. We got Tim that joined the Discord. Tim, new full-time trader, joined the Discord. Let's see, how many of you guys are full-time in the Discord? We have about 14 members full-time in the Discord. It's pretty good. And then out of the 14, two of you guys are in the mentorship. Yeah, a lot of trading stuff is pretty simple, but you have to put everything together. If you can't put everything together, it's not worth. It doesn't mean anything. Paris said, I feel I don't have a strategy issue. I have a psychology issue that's very bad. If my psychology was together, I would have made over 100K this month in prop firms. So, how much are you risking? What risk reward makes you 100K this month? And what's our psychology issues? If you don't know what those are, then you're cooked. So, hopefully, you know what your psychology issue is. And also, have you done back testing on your strategy too? Because if you haven't, then it's not necessarily true that your strategy works. A unprofitable strategy can work for like a period amount of time or certain market conditions and then not work next month. You can be unprofitable and have a green month. That's why some of you guys, I'm telling you guys, don't quit your job too early because that could happen to you. Don't quit if you have one green month. It's not statistically relevant. I'd say 3 months is a much better time horizon. If you can be green to back to back to back over 3 months, that's pretty good. Something like this. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean by back testing. Let's see this. Yeah, right here. Something like this. You want a pretty good sample size. 100 is like the bare minimum, to be honest, for any trading system. But if you do like a full year, this is just a sample of a portion of my data right here. This is from FX Replay back in 2023-ish, when I was trying to refine the systems and build my new strategy. This isn't my old strategy I teach in the beginners course, unfortunately. I don't have data on the beginners free strategy, but this is the advanced course strategy. Like I said, Jerry's, I already answered your question. I don't teach it for free on YouTube. You're gonna have to join the ETU course. You learn the strategy. It's not something I can explain in 2 minutes or 1 minute. For those who are wondering, like how the course is broken down, it's basically first section is strategy, like everything strategy related. Second section is journaling and psychology. Third section is basically data collection, back testing, and then second section is psychology and data collection, and third section is what did I say? Third section is advanced concepts, and it's like bonus information. And then the last section is just trade recaps. There's like 20 hours of trade recaps, I believe, 10 to 20 hours. There's a ton of them. Oh, I'd say it's but I mean, like, what is it? SMC ICT. It's basically SMC related. Why is the font so weird? Dude, I think it's because me and Jerry's talking in capitals. That's why the font looks so goofy. Yeah, don't put capitals. You might get timed out by YouTube. There might be a YouTube filter bot too. So I probably won't be able to see some of your messages. But yeah, it's SMC related, if that helps. That should answer your question. But think about this. SMC, it's such a broad term. There's so many different strategies, so many different systems built upon SMC. Some people some people have very good strategies that trade SMC. There's some SMC traders that have awful strategies that don't work. So SMC is just too broad of a term, but Pfizer is correct. At the end of the day, it's price action, right? My indicators go off price action. I wouldn't say SMC is more like order blocks because there's a lot of things to SMC. It's not really. I don't think the way you distinguish it makes sense. Just call it price action, like Pfizer said. My indicators are based on price action. My daily bias is based on candle closes, right? On the daily time frame. That's what my indicators are. All my indicators are based on price-related concepts, not like EMA crossovers or SMA crossovers. For those that want access to the indicators, there's lifetime access right now for $4.99. If you're interested, you can get all this for just $4.99 one time. There's only one spot left for that price point. I decided to extend it from Monday just because someone else messaged me saying they were trying to save up for it. So I was like, okay, I'll just have one spot left open and keep that whoever gets the next spot. So if you are interested in indicators, there's a video on my channel also where I go over the indicators too. So if you want a quick demonstration of what you're getting before you pay, there's a free demonstration on my YouTube. So what's your Discord? The Discord, just click the check my description. There's literally links to everything there. But you guys can even type in the commands here. If you're looking for indicators, just type in exclamation mark and whatever you want. Exclamation mark indicators sends you to indicators. If you want the free Discord, just type in exclamation mark Discord. You should get a direct link there without signing up for anything to the free Discord server. But SMC, what ICT, there's so many unprofitable and profitable traders in that mix. That's why it doesn't mean anything to me. If you guys don't know, there's this YouTuber here called Phase SMC. He teaches only SMC stuff, but guess what? He's unprofitable. Isn't that crazy? Right? We're all trading SMC, but he's unprofitable. If you want to know why I know he's unprofitable, it's because people have done bad testing on his strategy. There's a YouTuber that did bad testing on his strategies. He has like 20 different strategies also on his YouTube channel. If you guys see someone making a new strategy video every video, that's a major red flag. That's all for marketing purposes. It's complete BS. Don't listen to them. Like there's why you making a new strategy. If you're taught to not strategy hop, why is there a dude posting a new strategy every other video? Right? Like come on. But someone has done bad testing on his strategy over long run and it's not profitable. I like the profile picture, Jerry. Bro got the minions. You do live trading? Yeah, I do live trading from time to time on YouTube here for free for you guys. Just literally go on YouTube channel, go under live. You can check out all the past live streams I've done. I'd say half of the live streams is Q&As. The other half is taking trades live. And feel free, you can go back and check my track record on live too. If you want to just go back, it's a lot of hours. But if you're bored, you can go back in time and check. Try to be as transparent as possible here. So there's other YouTubers. There's another guy you guys want to stay away from. Anytime you guys are trying to find someone to join the course, whether it's mine or someone else credible, make sure to look at the reviews too. at the reviews too. A lot of people use WAP. WAP is a great platform. So like awesome, amazing platform. Go on their WAP page. Go to 1-star reviews. Just filter me from the 1-star reviews. No one cares about the 5-star reviews. No offense, because those can be botted, those can be bought, those can be faked. Like you don't know. If you just go to the 1-star, you can see pretty obvious who's legit, who's not. I'm not saying someone's gonna be perfect. No one's gonna have 0 1-star reviews. But if they're all saying, if all the reviews or bad reviews on someone's WAP page is like similar stuff, they're correct, right? If it's just one person talking trash about one specific thing, then it's not meaningful. But if it's a lot of people saying the same thing, that's a big red flag. But that guy right there, Scarface, did I just send the link? Yeah, Scarface Trades. If you look at his videos, he's showing you a new strategy every single video. So when you see someone doing that and making a new video, a strategy video, every single video, it's all for marketing purposes. When you see someone doing another thing is like flipping account challenges from $100 to 1K, it sounds very enticing because it's for marketing, guys. Like, I understand it sounds very enticing. It makes you want to click and join, but that's for it's all marketing. If you're making a lot, what's the point of doing a $100 account challenge? You're just wasting your time. So trying to help you guys, tell you guys some certain red flags. Okay. Bad WAP reviews that say the same reasons as to why they gave 1-star reviews. That's a huge red flag. That's directly from the customers themselves that paid. Number 2, new strategy every single video. If you watch all my trade recaps, all my videos since my new strategy, I don't teach anything different. All my trade recaps, I'm trading the exact same strategy and exact same entries on all the videos. There's no reason for me to trade and teach you guys and be flashy and say, here's a new strategy. Here's the best new strategy. 2025 new gold breakout strategy. You guys got to lock in on one strategy that works. And if it doesn't work, ditch it. How do you find your bias or draws on liquidity? For draw on liquidity, you can basically use my daily bias indicator. That's one way. I use it as a confluence personally, but from my testing, the daily bias indicator improves my draw on liquidity accuracy by about 10 to 20%. So whenever my daily bias, from my view, is in a line with the same as my daily bias as my indicator's daily bias, then it's very high probability. Like for example, today, the daily bias given was bearish. That's why I was bearish, right? That's why a lot of my students were also bearish. All my students that have the indicators, they're bearish the whole day, but knowing the daily bias is bearish. And no, this is not a 100% win rate, right? Nothing's 100%. Daily bias is not going to be 100% accurate, but it's a lot more often right than wrong. So that's one confluence I use. I like to use the daily bias indicator I coded because it's 100% mechanical. There's no discretion, nothing at all. Some people make draw liquidity a little bit discretionary, which kind of makes sense to me, but I like to keep things as mechanical as possible, and the indicator, the lead keeps 100% mechanical. It's going to tell you bearish, neutral, or bullish. Those are the 3 states of the daily bias indicator. So if you're wondering, if you go in, where is it? It should be here. Yeah. So you can show true day open, daily 50%. Daily 50% I don't use too often, but you can. I use pre-stay high, pre-stay low a lot. So yeah, daily highs and lows. Yeah, that's what the indicator basically bases the bias off of, which is the daily candle price points. Not on the lower time frame, obviously. It's daily bias for a reason. I never use weekly bias. Some people I've seen on YouTube do weekly bias. To me, I'm trading on the 1 minute. My entries on the 1 minute. There's no weekly has no impact on the direction of 1 minute candles. All it does is it's just going to confuse you. If your weekly bias is bullish and your daily bias is bearish, which one are you going to pick, right? Daily bias matters a lot more to the 1 minute time frame than weekly. Now, at some point, yes, you can't just keep dumbing it down to the seconds, but you need to find time frames that align, that work well. And the only way you know this is from back testing. If you can't back test this, you're guessing and you're gambling. But again, really, it's just the indicator, man, for my daily bias. Another way, I use imbalances. So if there's a huge, massive imbalance here, this is an easy draw to fill this entire thing. That's it. There's people that trade like fair value gaps, like trading like reversal off of these. I don't trade like that. That's why I don't think I'm trading ICT, because I don't use fair value gaps in my trading. I just use OBs. So order blocks. I use order blocks. I don't use fair value gaps. Unless you're talking about IFVGs, then yes, you can see on my indicator I have an IFVG filtering system that filters them out for me, good and bad IFVGs. So like for example, you can see some of the IFVGs. The other ones are hidden because I've made it to limit so it doesn't take too much memory on my screen. But I've set about like 15 right now, so we'll have 15 IFVGs. The most recent ones basically for you to use. But this is how you cut a trade today with my strategy. 9R, 7R, 2 losses back to back. Remember, it's like this 2 losses back to back is very normal for any trading strategy. And then a 2R scalp. Or technically, this is not even a scalp, but you guys get the point. It's just a small 2R trade. So pick one high time frame for a bias. I'd recommend, so yeah, for the most part, try to stick with one time frame for a high time frame bias. For a daily bias, I'd basically just use the daily chart. I actually don't even go on the daily chart, sorry, for daily bias. Because the daily bias indicator goes on the daily chart for me and determines the bias. So I don't actually ever really go on the daily. The highest I ever mainly go on is 4 hour because I don't have a 4 hour bias indicator. So yeah, I just use the daily. You don't want to overcomplicate stuff too much when there's too many things going against each other. You're just going to get confused. Trading is not easy, but you also don't want to overcomplicate it too much. Overcomplication just means you're adding too many things that are going against each other. If you're adding a lot of filters that are in the same direction or giving you the same signal, that's cool and all. But what about times when they all conflict with each other? What are you gonna do then? So you need to have an answer to that question. If you can't answer that question, get rid of it, basically. Someone told me I should be streaming on YouTube Shorts. I don't think you can stream on YouTube Shorts. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you can. Dang, we're at 356,000 views on the channel so far. I think a lot of it comes from Shorts too, low key. Would love to see if I could ever hit 1 million views. That'd be kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot. It's a lot of views. So we already know 14 votes. Most of you guys are green, so let's start a new poll, okay? Let's end this poll here. I've seen Shorts live, but I don't know if it's a normal one. Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. YouTube Shorts live. It's kind of weird. Oh, you stream from your phone? Well, that's what it says on my thing. Don't see it, y'all. Again, if you guys are new here, subscribe and join the free Discord. While I try to figure this out. Let's see. Hopefully I don't get another JCapFX ad. I'll be getting him everywhere on my screen. It's because I trade. It's kind of crazy. I don't think there's an option, I'm not gonna lie. Don't see it. We have... Let's see how many of you guys are full-time trading. I just pulled last time. I think we got like a 20% turnout. Which is pretty good for full-time. Full-time is harder than just profitability. It's a different type of mindset, psychology. Damn, bro. I can't do YouTube short lives. Oh, yo, I found it. This is weird because it's going from my phone. So, hold on. Yo, I think it's working. I think I'm live on YouTube Shorts. Did you break down these trades? Nah, not yet. Yo. Yo. Yeah, bro's going all out with the marketing after the payout of 2.6 million. Yup. I think it's working. But this is kind of weird. Because one dude told me he was doing live streams on Shorts with his phone and computer. But like, bro, this is low-key kind of weird. I'm not going to lie with y'all. Have a POV from the phone and from my computer. Unless, I wish you can do Shorts from sharing your screen. I don't think you can, though. Yeah, this is low-key kind of weird with multiple different POVs. Yo, how do people stream like this? I think a lot of people that do the... Oh, snap. I think I got double audio going on. Hold on. I gotta turn this off, yeah. I don't think it's... Yeah, no. I guess the Shorts here are just gonna be... let's see. How to change the title? What do you think of a car? I think it's a scam. After I became profitable, a lot of things started. I started noticing a lot of things in the trading industry. I'm gonna post a video later for y'all guys, man. I'm gonna talk about just my personal opinions on the trading industry, on where it's at, and just it's really just, dude, it's really fake. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, I gotta edit the title of the Shorts. What is going on here? Can you explain why you think he's a scam? Yeah, sure. Give me 1 second. So keep in mind, I don't have direct proof for Bakar. There's some people I have direct proof that I can even show, if someone ever requests for it, for some whatever legal reasons, right? Because you can't just like defraud someone online. But Lower Trades, Mamba FX, J Dunn Trades, Team Bull, and who's the last one? Scarface Trades, and I think there's 2 other ones. But those are the ones I paid for in the past for their Discord trading subscriptions, and they were just scams. So I can use my personal experience with evidence showing that they're scams. But in terms of the other people, I don't have concrete evidence. But it's just certain things they say and certain things they're doing that makes me think they're scams. Let me change the Shorts. Hold on. YouTube. This short is gonna be so weird, but screw it, we ball. There's people I've seen even stream on TikTok, YouTube. Like, they stream on every platform at once. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's a really good idea because you're putting the same amount of effort and time, I guess, in streaming while you're also on every single platform at once. But only got one phone. Yarmy, I'm not too sure. I've seen his stuff. I can't say much on him. I'm not gonna lie. I only really want to call people out if it's like pretty obvious. If it's not, if I'm like iffy on someone, I'm not gonna say anything about them. Everyone knows about TJR as well. I don't think I have to explain that one, but he makes 300K monthly from his Discord sub and his mentorship. Mentorship is additional money. So just from Discord subs, or back then when he did monthly, it was 300K a month. Oh, I remember. I forgot to mention. Why did I forget to mention that? I also was in TJR's paid monthly chat as well back then, when he had it for, I think it was 100 or 200 a month. I believe it was 100 a month in his Discord, where he was supposedly live trading. Half the times he was supposedly sick, so he never showed up to live trading. So half times you didn't even see him trade. Do you take these trades live on Discord, prop, or live account? Live personal account. Sometimes I'll stream these trades for free for you guys to copy and follow. I don't like saying the word copy, but people copy my trades. Other times I post it in the Discord chat, but it's not the public free Discord chat. It's in the private Discord chat for the course members only. So if you get the course, it's like a bonus. You get access to a trade ideas channel where I post my bias and stuff. For like example, people that are struggling with daily bias. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can get a good bias. You either use my indicators, get the lifetime package for that, $4.99, or you can just join the course. You get everything, basically. Let's see. You guys are asking a lot of interesting questions today. I like them. Again, if you guys are new here, join the free Discord. All right. And then if you're actually completely new to trading, just click on the link above that's pinned, or check out the free training course I have. The price is just on the link. So you just click on the link, you'll get access to the price of the course. It's in the pinned chat. I'll send it again, but it's pinned by Stream Elements up top there. Yeah, live short sucks booty. What is this? How about those top tickers and bottom tickers I see on TikTok? Dude, you know what? Here's the thing. The problem with the top tickers and bottom tickers, guys, they don't have risk management. Here's what happens when you bottom top tick. I've seen them take the trades too. Let's say they have a limit order here, for example, right? But the thing is, they don't have a stop loss predetermined, because if you're setting limit orders, like, you never know how far price is really going to wick you, right? So they don't have a stop loss set. And so once the price, let's say you enter here, you have no stop loss set. Okay, so if you don't have a stop loss set, you don't have risk management, because you don't have a way to manage your trade and knowing how much you're going to lose consistently. If you lose and take the L, right, you can hold forever and you lose a lot of risk reward. What they do is they have a limit order here and they don't have a stop loss placed ahead of time. Or some of them do probably, but the ones I've seen, they don't. And what happens, what they do and show you guys after that happens, is basically when price goes in their favor a lot, like let's say here, that's when they actually place their stop loss, and they place it like right at the low made. So it looks like they had a limit order there and their stop loss right at the perfect tick. Does that make sense? That should make a lot of sense to you guys. It should make sense, right? That's basically how they fake it, in a sense of botting, top ticking, bottom ticking, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, just don't believe like the stop loss stuff, because a lot of times they don't have a stop loss place. There's no risk management for that. I'm not saying you can't bottom or top tick. You can. Like I can too, right? With my system with limit orders. I've tried it in backtesting. It's not too difficult, but I prefer trading something with a higher win rate, which is confirmation, right? It's like a 10 to 20% difference in win rate. So it's pretty substantial. There's some benefits I've gone in the course about why limit orders are better though in certain situations than entry confirmations. So there's a pros and cons to both sides of the situation. But I'm not going to go too much into that, because this stream is going to be too technical. So if you're interested in knowing all this, just join the course. You'll get access to everything here. And we have a ton of private Discord channels now for the course members. I've expanded the course content a lot, but also the Discord. You have an execution channel of me with trade ideas. You have an introduction channel. You have just general chat. You have winning and losing setups. People are posting their backtesting results of the strategy. There's optimization and psychology corner. There's also a trading journal for free for all the course members when you join. There's a funded channel, full-time channel, and then there's an indicator channel for those that want to share how they're using indicators. So there's a lot of value you get with the price that you pay just one time. He said, what's your profit factor? I have no clue. I use EV. I don't like using profit factor because profit factor is kind of misleading. It's not as good and accurate as EV because EV is the true raw performance of your trading strategy. Profit factor is not so much. You can actually have a strategy that works not as good as another strategy, even though it has a higher profit factor. Here's EV. So my average is usually around 65% win rate, 3 risk reward, 3 to 4. So my EV is about 1.4. You can use my website if you want to check out the EV calculator. I think if you just do calculator, I believe you can get a link. I'm not sure if it works here actually, but you can go on my website and there's a calculator. You put in your EVs. Okay, I guess it doesn't work. I'll post it. There. Click on this, put in your win rate and risk reward. It'll give you your raw performance data. And you can compare with mine. Mine is a 1.4. This is a back test from 2 years ago, 2023, when I was still developing the strategy. I have not made it optimized or robusted it at this point yet, but it was a 40% at 4.5. So back then I had a higher risk reward, but the win rate was low. And personally, psychologically wise, you can lose a lot more with a lower win rate. You can see 11 max losses during my back test. So to me, I wanted to improve the win rate, and I've made some tweaks to the strategy that I teach you guys now in the course. That's why I brought the win rate by 20%. The risk reward went down, but that's fine, right? Because it works much better now psychologically. How much rewards you made last month and this month in average weekly risk reward? So usually it's about 100 risk reward a month, but keep in mind, I'm trading multiple assets. So I'm trading 2 assets. I'm trading gold and ES. I like to trade ES during New York session, and then during ADA session, I like to trade gold. And then I typically try to trade as much as I can within the kill zones because there's the most amount of liquidity and volume in the market. Try to stay away from trading outside of kill zone. Sometimes like today I will because there's a lot of volume, right? Like we have very nice big ranges here. But sometimes on other days where we just have dead ranges or very choppy price action, recommend you just avoid that because it's gonna affect your win rate. And that's something you want to back test as well when you're back testing. Try a course giveaway once of Pfizer. That's literally what I'm doing. You read my mind, my brother. You read my mind. What's Arcane Trade? What's up, man? From the stream, Solo Chad. What does that mean? But yeah, I am doing a course giveaway. So if you guys are in the free Discord, I'll post the details later, but we have to hit 1,000 course members, or sorry, not course members. What am I saying? 1,000 course members, 1,000 Discord members. So once we hit 1,000 Discord members, I'll be doing a giveaway. The giveaway is going to be a course to one lucky winner out of the entire Discord. And then the other thing is going to be giving away access to the indicators. I haven't decided if it's going to be lifetime access or 1 year, but decide that later. But we are 200 away. So if you want to be added to that pile and you want to be added to the Discord, recommend you check us out in the free Discord. But that giveaway, I'm assuming it'll probably happen within 1 to 2 months from now. I assume by 1 to 2 months in, we'll hit 1,000 Discord members. Like Discord's been growing definitely much faster. Solo Chad, who is? Someone in the Shorts chat is asking me a question. I have no clue what who is means. I'm not gonna lie. How many % of your students are actually funded? Let me see. I have to check this. Let's see. We have. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. I have to count each one. But from last time, it was about 25 to 30% of our members were funded, which is a pretty good percent. Considering a lot of you guys are also new that just joined, you're not going to be funded within the first 2 days of joining, right? It takes time to go through the course. There's a good amount of content within the course content as well. So blessings. Hey, I'm a learning trader. Hey, what's up? How's it going? How's it going, man? I'm streaming for those on the YouTube short right now. I'm actually streaming on YouTube. So I'd recommend you just click on check out the YouTube stream because it is well, it's a lot better. There's a lot more people in there. So I'm subscribed and ready to learn with you. I appreciate it, Leia. Awesome, man. Lock in. We have the free Discord. If you're completely new to trading, join the free Discord. I recommend you can check out the free course. But if you just want to get straight to learning, like my strategy, you can take the Hunter Sword Advanced course, which is on my website. How often are you live? I usually live like 1 to 2 times a week. But sometimes I'll be taking live trades on here. You guys can go back into past streams where I call out trades live, or sometimes it's just like Q&As, because a lot of you guys have told me you find a lot of value in these just like Q&As talks where I just sit down here, talk what I think about trading, help you guys out, give you some general advice. I'm not going to obviously tell you my strategy, but it's just more so general advice to you guys. A lot of people said and told me that you find a ton of value in the stuff I tell you guys. So that's why I'm on here for free for you guys. It's not paid or anything like that. But if you want to learn my strategy, that's not something I can give out for free. It's going to be exclusively just for the course members. I saw a WAP course, $4.99 one-time payment. Is it lifetime? Yeah. So the payment is lifetime. So $4.99 one time is lifetime access. You'll get lifetime access to the course. Obviously, it's a ton of videos. There's about 120 videos. That doesn't mean you have to be overwhelmed and watch all of them. I just have a lot of bonus content to answer like y'all's questions, and a lot of it is also trade recaps as well. But we have a huge entire section just purely built for teaching you the strategy. There's a psychology section. I made that section short. I don't think psychology should be your focus until you master the strategy with an edge. You've done backtesting. Once you do that, there's also the data collection side and some bonus content. With the indicator, and then also, yeah, for lifetime access, you also get lifetime access to the Discord. So you get access to all Discord channels. There's a private channel for that within the free Discord for just the paid members alone. And then last but not least, I add a free bonus that you guys get access to my trading journal now, which has with my trading journal, it has 600 plus trades I've taken in the past, documented. You can look through every single one. I have attached TradingView chart links to all of them, so you can look over one and learn on your own pace as well through the trading journal. But that is completely free, and it's just included with that $4.99 one-time price. Blessings, do you think we pop or drop in Asia session? Are you talking about ES or gold? Let's see. I didn't take anything on gold today. But I'm going to be honest, I'm looking more so bullish on ES, but I don't trade NQ. I don't really trade NQ, so I trade ES, but they're basically correlated. So I think we should still see some good upside from this point. We dropped a lot. We took out previous day low. This is literally basically if you go on the daily, this is the daily candle low. We should get a nice reaction from it. We already have at the moment. But keep in mind, we also have a daily PY right below that's marked by my indicators here. So we can see something where we get like a nice move up and then go for this daily PY to go higher for new all-time highs. Or we just go higher from here for new all-time highs. But the thing is, I don't check the weekly. Someone said something about the weekly expansion. I don't check the weekly chart. I don't want to overcomplicate the strategy and systems. So I'm just speaking based on what I see on the daily chart. But I wouldn't recommend you also trading NQ or indices during the Asia session. I traded them in the past on stream, and we came out green with everyone on stream for Forward Sword, but it was like a 2.5, 3 hour session, and trades took a long time to hit TP, and it was like the worst price action ever. You guys should check out the stream, honestly. It's called like Asia session, I think, or something on my YouTube channel. You have to look that up, honestly, or watch the stream. But I have it up on my YouTube channel for those that want to watch how bad it was. So would not recommend trading indices during the Asia session. It's not worth your time, man. It's much better. Oh, we just opened up. We open up with the candle that doesn't make sense. Great. But it's just not worth your time, man, personally. What's up, Leia? Welcome to the Discord, or Lay. How many full-time members do we have in the group or in the Discord? We have 15 people full-time. So that's a good number. I'm trying to get, like, at some point, once people have enough time in the in a course. I'm trying to get like 50% of you guys to full time. Some people don't want to trade full time too, so I fully respect your decision as well, right? You don't have to go full time in trading. Trading can just be a supplemental side income as well. Everyone thinks it has to be full time. You don't have to, but a lot of people do want to go full time. For entry, no, I don't trade on 3 minute. I trade on 1 minute for entry. But I do share the entry model within the course as well. In the time frames, I have a video in the course where I go over like how I use every single time frame and which ones I specifically use and how I use them, because it is actually important on which time frames you use and how you use each one. Like for example, if I'm entering on the 1 minute, I can't use the weekly for bias. If I'm, let's say, using a 1 hour PY, it's a lot harder to use 1 minute for entry. You can, right? But the win rate is going to be lower. So there's a lot of nuances that go into it when it comes to trading like this. Just keep in mind that also the high time frame PYs and OBs are going to be much bigger too. So you're going to expect a lot more manipulation on the 1 minute. Hence why I teach you guys ways to avoid the manipulation. You wait out for the manipulation and then you take the entries. Is the strategy fully mechanical or mixed with intuition? I don't like intuition trading at all. I used to believe in intuition trading, but when I was trading based on intuition, it was just gambling. I don't know if you guys notice or believe in discretion, but at this point, I don't really believe in discretion in trading. Every single situation in the market is unique in terms of there's patterns that repeat themselves, but there's no exact situation in the market where the exact prices are the exact same. Every single candle prints the exact same. That's not a real thing in the market. Therefore, I generally believe discretion is fake. It's not a real thing. If someone tells you they trade 100% discretionary and they're profitable, they're not profitable, they're gambling. And they probably got lucky if they are profitable. So again, I try to keep everything as mechanical as possible. That's why I have the indicators, because the indicators are 100% mechanical. This daily bias indicator you guys see here, mixed in with the indicator system of everything else, is 100% mechanical. This daily bias here is never going to flip green and blue, or sorry, what am I saying? Green and blue. Green and red. It's never going to flip midday from bearish to bullish. It's going to give you the daily bias, and it's going to stick to that daily bias. And all you do is just trade with that daily bias and draw on liquidity. Like today, for example, it's bearish. My system also tells me it's bearish. Both things align. It's a lot higher probability. You can increase your win rate by a lot if you have the proper draw on liquidity, right? Have you had Greco the one? Yeah, I have heard about him. I don't know too much about him though. I've seen him on Twitter. That's it. But I don't like to use weird time frames like 3 minute, 4 minute. I like to keep everything as simple as possible without overcomplicating too much. You don't want to have every single possible time frame up either. Like you can trade profitably with my strategy with just the 1 minute. It's going to take more practice because you're just on a 1 minute. That's why I still teach all my students to still switch time frames to the higher time frames and use them like how I taught you guys. But later on, when you get enough experience, you can stick to the 1 minute because you can see structure fractally a lot quicker and you know what you're looking for essentially. But screen time is not like a huge thing in trading. I changed my opinion a lot as I got more and more profitable. I developed better systems, developed a better edge. I realized a lot of things in trading that they teach you. Every other guru that preaches to you is just false. Things like trading psychology, that's fake. I'm not saying it's fake. I'm saying fake as in it's not the focus that you should be focusing on. You think firms, institutions that trade manually are teaching traders psychology? No. They're teaching them an edge and strategy. And they're telling them to replicate it in the live market. A lot of you guys have bad psychology because your strategy has too low of a win rate or it just doesn't work. If your strategy doesn't work, you're going to have bad psychology. And then with that bad psychology, you then mess up the strategy where you actually go even more negative. He trades intuition discretionary and is very profitable from what I've seen. That's cool. That's cool for him. But to me, discretionary trading never worked too well. I keep things as mechanical as possible. Someone else asked a question. They said, try course. I already read that. Oh, deleted message. I see. There's one person. There's two people in the YouTube shorts. If you're in the YouTube shorts, just join the, or honestly, I guess if you join on 2 different devices, just join the main live stream. There's no point in staying in the YouTube short unless you want to see my face with a massive microphone in front. But I am doing there's 1 spot left for the indicators. If you guys want to just get it lifetime instead of paying monthly for that, there's 1 more spot left for the $4.99 one-time price. I've seen the trading screens. What does that mean? Oh yeah, about what car? I forgot to answer that question. The reason why I think it's a scam is because he's the owner and runner or founder of Titans of Tomorrow podcast, and they host a lot of known scammers on that podcast. So if you're willing to mess up your reputation by hosting scammers, I don't think you're a legit trader. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's why you guys will never see, you guys will see the most real down-to-earth trader here, which is me. I'm not going to be ever associated with any of these popular other traders. Even if they come out, reach out for partnership or anything, I'm not doing that. I've denied a lot of prop firms that have even reached out to me saying, hey, do these giveaway challenges on your streams or giveaway challenge accounts. You guys probably like that, right? But to be fair, I'm not going to promote a firm that I've never traded with. That's just the truth. Here's another thing. Since I've not signed an NDA with prop firms, I can say whatever I want and be transparent with you guys. But a lot of your favorite trading guru, streamer, the accounts they're trading on screen, the funded accounts, challenge accounts, they're all free. I said it. They're not paying for them. They're free. I don't know if you guys knew that before. Did anyone here know that before? Just telling you guys some insider info because these people reach out to me through email. Ever since I added my business contact, they started reaching out to me. But that's just the truth. If you truly think they're spending their own money with these prop firms, you're living under a rock. They're giving these accounts for free to trade in front of you guys. And if they're unprofitable traders, think about it this way. The accounts are free, and you guys, if they're an unprofitable trader, you guys are losing money. When you guys are losing money, the prop firm is making money. You think the prop firm is going to promote a trader that's profitable consistently in stream in front of you guys? Too many of you guys are lacking common sense, and you're too gullible with all these content creators, prop firms. I don't care like if you show a $1 million, $2 million payout. If you're still behind all these scummy things, I'm not going to trust you. This is why at some point I had to realize I had to figure out and make my own strategy with what I learned. Copying other people's strategies that give out for free, a majority of them do not work. Have any of you guys here backtested 500 to at least 1,000 trades of a strategy you've seen on YouTube? More of you guys here probably haven't even done 100 trades of backtesting. I'm going to keep you a buck. So how can you expect the market to give you money and be profitable if you have not even done the work of backtesting? I used to sit at the computer. I posted this in a free Discord. So if you're not free Discord, join that. But I posted a whole essay talking about my training journey of how I went from unprofitable, working a warehouse job, to profitability. And it was 9 months of thinking I was working hard to then actually working hard for 3 months. A lot of you guys are probably staring at candles all day instead of actually developing a strategy. Screen time is a diminishing return curve, and so is learning and trading. So is the edge that you develop. I stopped optimizing my strategy now because it's at a 60% 3-year reward. That's already plenty. I don't need to be greedy until my edge disappears. How will my edge disappear? When liquidity becomes a big issue. If I get filled all the way down here, this is technically still profitable with a 60% win rate, but including break evens is not going to be the same anymore. And then someone else asked another question also. How do these guys have so much money if they just make mainly from students? Dude, you guys, man, a lot of you guys are blinded, man. I don't like to see it. I hate to see it, but you guys are being taken advantage of, just like how I was back then when I was still unprofitable by all these trading gurus, prop firms, brokers. Okay, brokers. Okay, sorry, not brokers. Unregulated brokers. You guys get the point. They're making a lot of them are making they have a lot of money because they're making a lot of money from you guys. So like for example, TJR, he's definitely rich. 100% guarantee he's rich. He bought like a $600,000 car. No normal person is gonna go out there and buy a $600,000 car, especially considering a car is a depreciating asset. It's not like you bought a house. That's a different story. If you bought a house, that's completely different. No person can buy a $600,000 house, no problem. But for a car is a whole different story, right? He doesn't even drive often, apparently is what he said, or something someone told me. But if he makes $300K monthly just from Discord subscriptions monthly, you think he can't afford his lifestyle of a $600,000 one-time payment for a car? It's only 2 months of work. Let's say after tax, sure. 3 months of hard work, he can buy the car. If you don't believe TJR made $300K from students monthly, you're also blinded by the fact that he also sells one-on-one mentorship. Again, by the way, I do the same thing. I sell a course, I sell a one-on-one mentorship, but that's not the problem here. Nothing wrong with people selling you guys courses, mentorships. People think that's wrong. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. It's only wrong if you're not making most of your income from what you're teaching, right? Or even let's be more generous. Let's say if you can even make money from trading, net green, whether that be 10%, 100% by the end of the year. Okay, matter of fact, fine. Let's say you make 6 figures, just 6 figures. So nothing too crazy. Let's say you just make 6 figures a year from trading on your own. And let's say you sell a course and mentorship and you're making 7 figures a year from the course and mentorship. Am I going to blame and say that this is inherently wrong, that you're making more money from your course and mentorship than trading? No. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you guys let me know what you think, but I personally think there's nothing wrong with making more from the course and mentorship than your trading. I think it's wrong when you are unprofitable or not making really much at all or anywhere close to how much you're making from selling the course. That's when there's a borderline between right and wrong, in my personal opinion, morally, right? Again, some people are also already profitable and they sell a course and mentorship as additional sources of income. That's okay. As long as you're a profitable trader with data backing that up, there's nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, everyone else is going to be taking these trades with you and they're going to make their own money. Someone Stampede from the short said, yeah, trading community is not to be trusted. It's easy to fall for any easy money promises. Yeah, for sure. You're better off learning like the basics for free. And then if you want to dive into a strategy, you do your research on the person and then you can join. But just make sure you're doing your research. Yeah, if you're break even trading, yeah, there's definitely wrong. If you're selling a strategy that's break even or not profitable, that's when it's messed up. If I said, I mean, I just don't understand their business model. But how can they have so much money from students' money? Are there too many dumb people out there? Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of dumb people out there. I don't want to call the word dumb, but it's more so there's a lot of new people. If you're new to an industry, it's a lot easier for you to fall for things that from the outside it looks like a scam, or sorry, it looks legit, but it's actually a scam. It's a lot easier for a lot of new people to fall for these scams. You just don't understand. It's not the same recurring people that are paying these people as new people that joined the trading industry. Look at this data. I can look it up right now. I believe retail number of retail trader growth past 5 years. I believe it doubled. So, guys, the number of retail trading volume doubled between 2010 to 2020. By 2021, we make a fourth of total trading volume. Do you guys know how much that is? A fourth of all total volume is retail traders. That's a lot of money. That's a ton of money. So it's an influx of new people that are coming into the trading industry. That's what it is. There's a lot more new people to basically take money from. Back when I was in TJR's group, he was making about 100K monthly from student subs. Because I was like one of the OGs when I joined. So I was one of the original people in there. So at that time, he didn't have as many people. But at this point, he already has over 300K now. Back then, he wasn't that big. He already had 100K monthly coming in. And I believe he sells like a mentorship now. Again, nothing wrong with selling a mentorship. But he's making a buttload of money. That's why he's able to afford the lifestyle. Nothing about his lifestyle and a lot of gurus are actually fake. I'd say probably half of the trading industry, their lifestyles are real. The cars and stuff, they can afford a lot of that. And it's just from selling stuff online. So you're saying these guys are not profitable at all? These guys, okay, I'm not saying everyone's not profitable. I'm saying a lot are unprofitable. Yeah, what text said is basically sums it up. If you are a real profit trader, I hope you're taking these trades live on call with your live account in Discord or any platform where your students can hear live analysis. You say not for copy trading, but that's basically the point of doing live trading. People are going to copy you. Again, you can just check out the past live streams I've done on YouTube for free. If you guys don't want to pay, that's okay. You don't have to join my course and mentorship. If you want to stay where you're at and try to figure out slowly, feel free to. But the point of my course and mentorship is to speed run y'all's profitability, because it does not take as long as you think to become profitable. You don't want to be like someone else said, the guy unprofitable for 5 years, chasing every single person and just ending up nowhere other than just debt, right? So you can feel free to watch my past live streams. I have them all up, kept for a reason, so you guys can verify my credentials of my live streams I called out from the past live streams. But all the course members know in the private chat, I've also given trade ideas through the Discord, through text, where I send you screenshots of my trading before the trades play out and tell you exact entries I'm looking for, right? And you guys, if you just copy, technically, if you want to copy trade me, the ones that copied me in the course, you guys are already green anyway. But I'd say if you're trading something like Asia Session, I'm not too active posting for Asia Session. I'm most active during New York because that's when most people trade. Most people in the group also are trading during New York session. It's the best session to trade. But every time, I post a setup, you guys take in the course in Discord, whoever wants to take it. Again, I always say, take it at your own risk. This is my personal trade idea. I'm not a financial advisor. Manage your risk appropriately. Please don't full port. Okay, if you're in a full port, you're not going to grow your account because one trade, you're going to lose everything. But yeah, people have posted their profits from just copying the trades, the trade ideas I've sent out. And checking the results right now, we have 1, 2, 3. So currently I'm working with one mentorship student right now that's getting close to full-time trading. Because the other mentorship students have already been full-time or transitioning right now to full-time because they're already profitable from my strategy. They've already done their back testing. The current mentorship student one-on-one I'm working with right now, he's already done over 300 plus trades of back testing. The strategy works, and he's been, ever since our weekly 1 hour calls, he's been killing it, honestly, in the market. Here's a screenshot of one of the trades he took today. But his back testing was about like 40 risk reward a month on one asset, just trading New York sessions. So if you trade like 2 sessions or you trade 2 pairs, you can basically almost double that number just based on trade frequency. That's just how math works out. Again, if you guys are new here, join the free Discord, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications. Let me see if I can share this. Let's see. So this is one of the trades one of the private mentorship students took today. It said image is too big. Hold on. I think I have to take a snippet here. Why is it not pasting? But he's basically trading images too big. Hold on. I think I have to open up in a link. But he's basically right now copy trading 5 funded accounts on Top Step. So that's where he's at right now. He's already passed them all. And he's just going for payouts. Oh, finally it loaded up. This was from today. He sent it to me because this was a trade he took with the daily bias being bearish. And you can see, was this today? I believe this was today. July 31st. Yeah, this is today. He took shorts for the short today. Again, if you're trying to join to be spoon-fed signals, that's not going to happen here, okay? I'm not interested in teaching people that just want to copy and just make money because you're not putting in the work. I'm not gonna let you copy me and make money without putting in any work, because I know how much hard work I had to put in to test the strategy and teach everything. So you think I'm just gonna let you just copy me and make hella money? No. So remember, if you're truly interested, I'm trying to make you guys as independent as possible as traders. Because when you go full time, let's say I disappear, what are you going to do? You can't trade. If you can't trade by yourself, you can't trade with me. I've seen a lot of new traders talking about how they pay for signals only to lose money, also paying course after course. At the end, is responsibility of the trader to do research. Yeah, for sure. A lot of people also sell just straight up signals, and as you guys may know, I bet you almost every single signal provider that you've tried and paid for, you probably ended red and probably lost money. The reason why signals don't work isn't because it in itself the service doesn't work. It's the trader that's giving you guys signals that's not profitable. That's why you guys are also unprofitable with them. This is another example of why psychology means nothing. If you copy some other trader and their signals are unprofitable, there's nothing to do with your psychology. It's a trader. They do giving out signals. I think someone DM'd me here. Yeah, by these I mean the names you took, like TJRJ Dunn. Oh, okay, yeah, those. Because I can preach or I can vouch for the people that specifically paid for their signals or live trading. Jay Dunn doesn't show up half the time. He also doesn't ever really signal trades. He says stuff after they've already completed. This is just from my personal experience joining these people's groups. You can even check the negative reviews from Jay Dunn's Team Bull group. Everyone at this point should know Jay Dunn and Team Bull is a scam. If you don't, you're still living under a rock, and you should probably, I'd suggest you probably stop looking into social media for trading advice, just because if you can get trolled or faked out by someone that obvious that's a scammer, you're gonna get cooked by pricing of courses and other people. What type of strategies are trading based on? It's based on price action. So price action, SMC, whatever you want to call it. It involves liquidity, market structure, specific entry models that are 100% mechanical. This is why my students can't take different trades than me, because the entry models at least are 100% mechanical. You can't mess up the entry models. And I recommend if you guys are making a system for yourself, you should have your entry models be 100% mechanical, because I don't see how a way you can have discretionary entry models, to be honest. Doesn't really make sense to me. Anything that's discretion can actually be converted to something mechanical. The people that can't convert it just means you either haven't thought about it enough to find a way to mechanically identify it, or your discretion is just gambling. So a lot of people that say they just trade discretionary, you're just gambling. And you know what? A lot of people that just never traded before, you know what they say? I have a gut feeling the price is going to go up. I have a gut feeling price is going to go down. Anytime you hear someone, I have a gut feeling about price going down, I have a gut feeling this supply demand zone is not going to hold, they're lying to you and they're scamming. There's no way you can predict just off gut feeling. There's no data or evidence of gut feeling. Someone with no trading knowledge can trade off gut feeling. I can trade off gut feeling if I wanted to. I feel like price is going up because it's going up right now. I feel like price is going to go down because it's rejecting right now. You're not going to be profitable doing that. The market is not as straightforward like binary ones and zeros as going up, buy, going down, sell. Mentally, you would think it's like that, but in reality, it's not. Because what happens when you get different conditions where price chops around in a tiny box? You're going to lose, take 10,000 a day. This is why you need to backtest, build something that's a robust system. Otherwise, you have no guarantee of any type of edge. So unless you guys have done over 100 trades of backtesting, don't go live trade. You're going to lose money. I'm just warning you guys ahead of time. You're going to lose money. I don't want you guys losing your personal capital like I did. I didn't start out with prop firms. I started out with personal capital, so it hurt a lot more when I lost my money. I was depressed for an entire week and didn't talk to nobody. I locked myself in my room. It was awful, right? When I lost all my personal capital in the beginning. It's just a trader's fallacy. That's why I feel like there has to be a lot more accountability in the trading industry, but it's freedom of speech. It's also freedom of choice. People join courses and mentorships by themselves out of your personal will. So it's not like you can really stop that in a sense. It's more so just do your own research, and people that are saying certain things, they're red flags. I already told you guys that most of the red flags basically. So, and I also know a good amount of influencers in the space. Not personally, but I know a good amount of how they trade and what style they trade and whether or not they're profitable. Like if you just watch Jay Dunn's live streams on YouTube, you think he's actually profitable? There's no way with someone with a clear mind thinks what he's saying makes sense. It doesn't. It's not that you're dumb and you can't understand his experience. There's a trader on YouTube called ADT. He claims he has 33 years of trading experience. Do you truly believe time in trading equates to profitability? Because I personally don't. I spent 9 months being unprofitable, and the 3 months later that followed is actually time of putting the correct amount of work and the right amount of work with the right direction that made me profitable. The 9 months was basically almost a waste of time. It's a waste of time and a waste of money. You guys are going to be unprofitable forever until you figure this out. Today, not wait until next week, not wait until 2 weeks later, not wait until 3 weeks later to go do your backtesting research or learning. You have to figure out right now if you truly want to be profitable. Otherwise, you're going to be losing money from now until you want to take action. So just give you guys a heads up. Again, what truly trading really is built and made out of. It's not as easy as a lot of people think, because the trading industry likes to make it sound easy because that's an easy way of marketing. They do account flips from $100 to $1 million, like Alex G doing 1K to $1 million, just to make it sound easy. I mean, I'm sorry, but if you're falling for easy scams like this, you kind of deserve to be scammed. Back then, I deserved to be scammed, to be honest. I was not knowledgeable about trading. I was brand new. I didn't know what I was doing. I lost a lot of money personally trading, and also a solid amount from learning. There's no such thing as actual market tuition. That's also another lie in the industry. I used to believe the same thing here. I used to believe in discretion. I used to believe in market experience and time, that if you just keep grinding, let time play out, you become profitable. I used to believe in, what did I say before? I said something else before. I completely forgot what I said. But those things are not determining factors of whether you're profitable or not. Like, for example, I have a student, one of the prime mentorship students that became profitable, the one I'm currently working on right now. He's doing extremely well live trading. He has already 5 fund accounts copy trading right now on Top Step. He's trying to make $600K by next year, essentially, from trading. He said he was unprofitable for 3 years before he found me with a one-on-one mentorship. Before our one-on-one calls we had weekly, he was unprofitable for 3 entire years. He said he tried everything. He literally did a lot of ICT for a year before my mentorship. It didn't work for him. Even though some of the stuff I trade can be similar to ICT, it's not the same system at all. It's not the same edge, not the same market understanding from a mechanical standpoint. Therefore, you can't just follow ICT and think you'll be profitable. He doesn't teach you a system. You have to create a system. You have to backtest it. You have to make sure it works in different conditions. You can't just backtest for 10 trades or have a green month and think you can go full time, because you're not. You need 3 months minimum of live trading green to go full time. Jerry said, yo, I'm back. Bro, Jerry, you think you're slick, huh? My boy's on Fortnite. Bro thinks he's slick. Bro think we don't see his Discord status. Anyway. But literally, I've been working with the mentorship student for, how's it been? It's been almost 2 months now since he's joined the mentorship. He already has profitability in his hands. He's already done his back testing. He's done over 300 plus trades, and he came out green, 40R every single month. So he's already at the profitability stage. All left is just being disciplined. That's it. He's profitable, right? Those 2 months he spent with me outweighed the entire 3 years he spent trying to learn trading himself or learn for free on YouTube. Most likely, a lot of you guys are probably in the same boat where you're just gambling for 3 years, 3 to 5 years. You're not actually trading. Like, you really gotta ask yourself, are you actually trading? A lot of you guys, half of you guys are probably not even trading. The other half are confused on what you're doing wrong. If you're confused on what you're doing wrong, you're not journaling. Now, if you are journaling and you're doing everything you need to and you're still red, that means your strategy doesn't work and you need to change your system. You need to either change certain factors in your system or certain trades or certain setups, or you need to completely find a whole new thing, because at some point, you need to, I hate the word strategy hop, but you kind of have to hop to another system. Who said, lol, it is fire? I don't play Fortnite. But anyway, you have to figure something out that's new. Delusion, Albert Einstein helped me a lot in my trading. That sounds dumb, right? But his quote where he said, delusion is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. I'd say 75% of you guys are stuck in delusion. You think time is going to make you profitable. It's not. Like I said, the mentorship student that reached out to me, that applied for the program and joined, we've been only working for 2 months and he's already profitable. It's just discipline now. He's already proved to me he's profitable. That 2 months outweighed everything all the time, 1,000 hours he spent from 3 years. I'm sure you guys are spending hard work time. I'm sure you guys are spending tons of time in your trading. I'm not doubting your hard work at all. I'm doubting what the hard work that you're doing is not in the right direction. It's not smart work to become profitable. It's just work that's not getting you anywhere. You're stuck in a loop. That's the thing. Once you get out of this loop, it doesn't take long until you find consistency and profitability. You're being lied to by everyone. 3 to 5 years. You know why people say it takes 3 to 5 years to become profitable? It's because they want you to stick with their course and mentorship or pay for the discourse thing monthly for 3 to 5 years. They want you to stay with them. I don't believe any of that. That's the same thing as what Albert Einstein said, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. It's the illusion. It's a marketing scheme. A lot of these things are marketing, right? You guys are not, I don't think you guys are flipping your brain and understanding this, but from my perspective, as someone that sells a course and mentorship and also trades full time, I have a perspective from both ends because I used to buy these courses and I used to lose a ton of my own money just staring at candles, trying to figure it out until I realized truly what works. And it's not easy to find an edge in the market. I think a lot of people think psychology is the hardest part. I personally think that finding a working strategy is the hardest part because the thing is, once you have a working strategy, a working edge, it's a lot harder to deviate from that edge and it's a lot harder to make psychological decisions and mistakes. If you have a 60% win rate at 3-year score like me trading my strategy, it's very hard for you to tilt. It's very hard for me to tilt. I'd say last month or this month I've tilted twice. And 2 times I tilted, I only took like 1 or 2 losses in a row. It wasn't like anything crazy in terms of tilting. I wasn't losing 10 in a row like some of you guys out there. Okay, because I know my system has a good buffer. I have built up a huge, massive EV buffer. So I can afford to take a ton of tilt trades and still be green, right? So I'm not saying you guys have to join a one-on-one mentorship. I'm just saying you just have to, if you're someone that thinks you can self-learn and learn at your own pace, I'd recommend you just get the course. All right. You can learn at your own pace, no one-on-one guidance, but learn at your own pace. You do your own back testing and you'll find profitability. But my goal for all the mentorship students is getting every single one of you guys to full time. Thank you. What do you think of Glory Trade strategy? I've seen his videos. He trades, well, you don't need to pay him for anything because the thing is he trades very basic. He just trades, always trading as liquidity sweep. Price going back to a fair value gap, and then if it gives you a good reaction, you enter. Now, I think one problem with what he said is he said good reaction. You want to mechanicalize as much as trading as possible so there's no discretionary part. What is considered a good reaction? Even if you tell me a candlestick pattern, that's better than saying enter when you get a good reaction. Give me something specific that's mechanical that I can 100% follow when you say good reaction. But aside from that, I mean, I don't really have too much opinion on him, right? He kind of stays in his own lane. What I like is at least he's not affiliated with too many of these gurus and these podcasters and all these other fake traders. But I only know so much about him, which is basically his basic strategy. He popped off on TikTok, I believe. I think he went viral on TikTok for that. So I've seen his stuff on my TikTok feed because my feed's kind of trading and some other stuff. But yeah, he trades pretty straightforward. Liquidity sweep, fair value gap, get a good reaction, you enter. That's it. Feel free to back test that. That's a strategy right there. You can back test. I've never back tested that because there's no need for me to back test something else when I have a 60% at 3-year sword strategy. I don't find really any benefit in myself back testing that unless his strategy has a better stats. It can. I have no clue. I've never tested it. You guys can test it. If you have tested it, post it in the free Discord server. If you want to join the free Discord server to post that or post your back testing results from your strategies, that's actually something, I might make a new channel for that. Should I do that? Let's see. I have it for the private mentorship students, like bad testing for all the students to post their bad test my strategy. Just post in the free chat. So if you guys have done bad testing, whether profitable or not, join the free Discord. I'll send the link here and then just post your bad testing stats. I recommend you guys use FX Replay for bad testing. That's what I personally use. That's what you see on the screen here from 2023 when I was bad testing and developing my strategy. I think it gives like what you need basically for bad testing. It doesn't overcomplicate anything. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, for FX Replay, you can also use my code if you want to save yourself some money. It's just JTrades. I believe it just gives you the best discount at the time possible. But that's totally optional if you want to save money. If you don't want to save money, it's cool or whatever. Just get FX Replay. There's also another thing. If you guys just want to save money, sign up for the FX Replay free trial. You could low key. I didn't do this, but low key, you could just, I believe, you make a new email and you can just reset and get a new trial like every 3 to 7 days, I believe. So you don't even have to pay for them, honestly, if you want to make an email. Otherwise, I mean, it's not much anyway. I'd recommend you just pay for it and you can use my code to get a discount off the payment. You don't need to have the subscription active for too long. 1 to 3 months is like just fine. You should get enough data within 1 to 3 months of bad testing. That's what I did. It didn't take me anything crazy. But yeah, feel free to post your bad testing. I just think a lot of you guys probably haven't even done bad testing. So there's a reason why you're unprofitable. Some of you guys. I don't like trading off discretion or intuition. I like to trade based on data and what I've tested that works. That's what I teach all my students. Don't go live trade until you learn my entire strategy and back tested it and prove to yourself that you understand the strategy. In terms of student results from back testing, one-on-one mentorship student, the one with the 5 funded accounts now copy trading, his back testing stats has been 52% at 3 risk reward average across 7 months so far, with about a little over 300 trades. The other dude that in the course that did his bad testing, one of the students, let me find it right now. I actually even posted it in the Discord as well. If you just Control F and look up bad tests, you'll find other people's stats from their results of trading my strategy. My goal, like I said, is to teach you guys a working edge. That's my main goal in trading, because once you have that, that solves a lot of psychology issues. Don't watch psychology videos, psychology lectures. They're pretty useless for the most part. It's like telling someone to go to the gym when they're fat or telling someone to be disciplined. Like, you guys all know what to do with your psychology, right? Your psychology will fix itself when you have a good strategy. But the other student was a 49.44% win rate. His profit factor is 2.7. Someone else asked about profit factors. So one of the students, his profit factor is 2.7. I'll post it here. Let me delete mine. This is from one of my students with the new system I developed, which has improved since my previous bad test. But his profit factor is there, 2.7. This is TradeZella, by the way. So you can also use TradeZella for bad testing. I've never used TradeZella though for like a bad test. So I'd recommend FX Replay, but this is TradeZella. He had a 49% win rate, and then his risk reward average was 2.76, and days green is 77%. So his stats basically align very closely to my live trading. The risk reward is a little bit lower, and his win rate is only lower by 10%. And the green days is close to mine. My green days usually is 80 to 85% of my green days. And then the rest 15% are red days or break even. So yeah, pretty close stats to my trading. You can see his red days are very small. -2 or -2.9, -1, -1, -2. Green days plus 7.9, +5, +3, +4, +5, +5, +3, +7. This is the power of trading a high risk reward strategy like mine. Your green days are so much bigger. And if you have a lot of green days, there's profitability right there in front of your eyes. How much time do you think it realistically takes to make 7 figures after having a solid strategy? It depends. That's dependent on your situation. I can't give financial advice for that. It could go anywhere from 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, how fast you scale up, how aggressive you took it. I scaled very aggressively when I started just because I had so much data on my strategy. I had 4,000 trades total on different systems I developed. The strategy I ended up with was already so robust. I had a ton of confidence in the system. With confidence comes less psychology issues too, less psychology mistakes. So I had so much confidence in my system, it wasn't too bad for me. So I was able to scale and risk a lot more aggressively. If you don't have enough data, if you don't have enough confidence, and be honest with your confidence. You don't fake confidence. Are you actually confident in your strategy working? Yes or no? If it's no, don't live trade or risk low. If you're very confident, you can definitely scale a lot more aggressively. That's what I did. And later on, when your account gets very big, you can proportionally de-risk. So your drawdown periods are not as big in terms of monetary value, because it's going to be hard to manage your psychology when your drawdown is massive. Like, could you imagine if you're in drawdown for 6 figures plus? Your mental is going to be a lot more messed up than if you're in drawdown for only 4 figures or 5 figures. So there's a psychological endpoint in terms of when you're scaling your account, but that doesn't come until way later. Prove yourself in learning strategy, prove yourself in backtesting, and then go from there. That's literally the shortcut to popularity. That's all you need. You don't need psychology lectures. You don't need to watch tons of trading videos online. Develop your own system or learn my system. Sign up for FX Replay. Backtest it like my students. I make all my students backtest, because if you don't backtest, you're going to make some psychology issues when you're live trading because you don't have confidence. You're going to lack confidence. People tilt because they lack confidence. Do you have a quick overview YouTube video of your mechanical strategy? I'd say just check out the trade recaps, DST. I think those are probably the closest thing possible without giving everything out. So I have a ton of trade recaps. I'll probably link you one if you want to see it. This one, this is a recent one. So if you guys want to, feel free to head over there. That's basically a trade recap of how I traded my strategy on gold during the ADA session. But that's just a quick overview, basically, of kind of like how I trade. If you want to see, obviously, learn the entire thing from A to Z, that's within the course. But if you want to see a quick overview how I trade and whether or not the style suits you, when I say style suits you, I mean most of my trading is off the 1 minute. So if you're someone that likes to take a good amount of trades per day, you like trade frequency, usually I'd say I take 2 to 4 to 5 trades a day, given in a single day during one session. So if you like solid trade frequency, you're someone that's not too patient waiting for swing trades, my system is going to fit you best. I do also teach a scalping system for those that don't like holding trades for long as well, and a swing trading strategy for those that don't have time. When I say don't have time, I mean you can trade the swing trading strategy with just limit orders at a time, so you don't have to worry if you're working like a job and you want to be able to trade on the side. That's also another option you can opt into. But all of that is included within the course. But most of the course dives deep into my intraday strategy. The swing trading strategy is only a few videos within the course. Yo, it's the short stream. Yo, what's up, Thomas? Were you the one that actually gave me advice on doing the short stream? I think it was you. Or someone. Someone named Thomas or something along those lines told me last time to stream on shorts to get more people to listen to what I have to say. But Yeah. Oh, you did? That was you? That's what's up. Yeah, let me know if this is like, because the thing is, I don't have like a tripod in a sense. It's kind of weird. It's a kind of weird angle to stream since my training view chart's not on the short stream. Probably have to figure out a way to put that together. But yeah, I don't know how to make it so I show my charts, Thomas. And hashtags, I did not do that. Yeah, probably something I should have added honestly in the beginning, but it's all cool. Next time use the stream, use the hashtags. Gotcha. Yeah, I just added them just now. Thanks for the advice. Hashtag NQ, hashtag money. That's funny. Hashtag money. Thoughts on NQ dropping like 400 points? Did it just drop 400 points? Oh, or you mean to drop them today? Yeah, if you just cash a drop today, it's cool. There's nothing wrong. Price never goes up in a straight direction, in a straight line. You got another full-time trader that's joined the Discord. What's up? Welcome. Drops are healthy for the market. You just don't want crashes. If we have drops in the market, it's very healthy. But if it's a crash, that's something not good. And usually crashes tend to happen when we just keep going in one direction. So drops are good. If you mean fundamentally. You took profit for 2K? You basically top ticked? Damn, nice. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream here, man. There's not much else I have to really discuss today. I just wanted to tell you guys about how trading is. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's stream. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. And if you want to join the free Discord, feel free to. Otherwise, I'll see you guys. You could have made 40K today. When I came back later and saw I could have made 40K today. Damn, that's a lot. All right. I'm gonna see you guys in the next stream, man. Peace out. All right. If you guys are interested